Hello, good morning, students. Now, yesterday in my live classes, I had completed the exercise, last miscellaneous exercise. Last question was left, and that was very simple question. So you can try yourself. If any doubt or you are unable to solve, then you can contact me. Now we are coming to start the new topic, because we have very less time in half yearly examination and we have to complete one more chapter. So we are just coming to start this chapter, permutation and combination. It is very interesting topic, and in this topic derivation of formula is removed, has been removed by the CBSE in your syllabus this year. So we will not derive any formula, and there is no such typical formula in the topic. So permutation and combination, let's see what is this topic. This topic is regarding the numbering or the counting, how we count the numbers in different manners. The first thing we have to start, the principle of counting through multiplication, principle of counting through addition. So we have different methods to solve. For example, I am giving one idea. Suppose you are having 2 trousers and 3 shirts. So in how many ways you can use all 2 trousers and 3 shirts? So this is the counting. Try to understand, this is principle of multiplication. Means you have 2 trousers, you have 3 shirts. So in how many ways, different ways, by interchanging the shirts and the trouser, in how many ways you can use them. So simply I am telling you, in case of multiplication, we multiply the events. Multiply the events means you have 2 trousers, 3 shirts. So in how many ways you can use them. So simple language I am telling you, 2 shirts, 2 trousers and 3 shirts, simply multiply them. 2 3s are 6. By 6 ways you can use. Let's see. This is very simple method. I am showing you. We have trousers 2, shirts 3. In how many ways we can use? Suppose we are having trouser 1 T1 and T2, T1 and T2, trouser number 1, trouser number 2. Now with trouser 1 you can use any of the shirts, or with trouser 2 we can use any of the shirts. Like you can use S1, S2, S3, or here S1, S2, S3. So what is the combination? What is the combination? We can use trouser number 1 and shirt number 1, or you can wear trouser number 1, shirt number 2, or you can wear trouser number 1, shirt number 3, or you can use trouser number 2, shirt number 1, trouser number 2, shirt number 2, trouser number 2, shirt number 3. So what is the combination? What is your total counting of using your clothes? So I am writing here, we can write T1 S1, T1 S2, T1 S3, T2 S1, T2 S2 T2 S3. See, 1 2 3 4 5 6. We have 6 ways to use 2 trousers and 3 shirts. So this is the principle of counting through multiplication. Simply you have 2 trousers, 3 shirts. So in how many ways we can use? 2 into 3. This is the method of counting through multiplication. Suppose I am taking one more thing. You have ties. Suppose you have 3 ties. 3 ties. Then in how many ways we can use all these? We have 2 3 are 6, 3 are 18 ways. 18 ways. Let's draw the diagram. We can write trouser number 1, trouser number 2. Here we have shirt number 1, shirt number 2, shirt number 3. Here shirt number 1, shirt number 2 and shirt number 3. Now 3 ties. So we have here, suppose I am writing here small t, I am writing for this T1, T2, T3. Here also we have T1, T2, T3. Here we also have T1, T2 and T3. Here we have T1, T2, T3. Here we have T1, T2, T3. Here we have T1, T2 and T3. Let's see how many ways are there. See, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Means how you will write? I am writing trouser number 1, shirt number 1, tie number 1. Trouser number 1, shirt number 1, tie number 1. Trouser number 1, shirt number 1, tie number 2. Trouser number 1, shirt number 1, tie number 3. Got it? See here, trouser number 1, shirt number 2, tie number 1. Trouser number 1, shirt number 2, tie number 2. Trouser number 1, shirt number 2, tie number 3. How many becomes? We have now we have trouser number 1, shirt number 3, trouser number 1, shirt number 3, tie number 1, trouser number 1, shirt number 3, tie number 2, trouser number 1, shirt number 3, tie number 3. So in one trouser, how many cases we have? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 9 cases with trouser number 1 and same 9 cases with trouser number 2. So how many total cases arises? How many total cases arises? Means 18. 9 with trouser number 1 and 9 with trouser number 2. So this is counting by the principle of multiplication. Principle of multiplication. Now addition, counting by addition. See, read the cases. Means all 3 items are used at a time. Means we are using trouser, shirt and tie all together. So whenever the events in which all the terms are used at a time, there we use the counting through the multiplication. Now counting through addition. Counting through addition. What is the rule of counting through addition? Whenever the events occur simultaneously, one after another, when events occur one after another, in that case we use the method or the principle of addition in counting. For example, when we toss a coin, when this is called random, when we toss a coin, so we have two options to get the result, either it is head or tail, but both we cannot get together. At a time when you toss the coin, either you will have head or you will have tail, so both cannot be obtained simultaneously. So in that case, what is the number of ways or the number of total number of the options? Suppose you toss a coin, so one you will have head and one you will have tail. The total counting of obtaining the result is 2. What? One head and one tail. Simply we have added the two results. So in which case we will use the addition? When the events occur one after another, means events are not occurring simultaneously or events are not occurring together. Like here in the previous case I have shown, means you are using trouser, shirt and tie all together. So whenever we have this kind of situation, so to find the total counting we use the principle of multiplication. But in case when the occurrence is coming one after another, means all the occurrence cannot include together, so in that case we use addition. I gave the example, if you toss a coin, we have two options to get the result, head and tail, two options, but both cannot be obtained together. Means if you toss the coin, either you can have head or you can have tail. So in that case we add the number of results. We add the number of results. We can see some more example of counting. In case of permutation, what is permutation? Permutation means the order. Permutation means the order. Means suppose we have a friend, me and you, suppose you are my friend, and we are shaking hand. We are shaking hand. I am X and you are Y. So we use the order, means in how many ways hands are being shaked. In how many ways hands are being shaked, means I am shaking hand with you, this is one of the events, and you are shaking hand with me, this is another event. Suppose we have 3 players, X, Y and Z are 3 players. So in how many ways 2 at a time can play the game? Try to understand. X, Y and Z are 3 players. Suppose badminton players, suppose chess players, maybe, and at a time two players can play the game. So x will play with y. So we have a pair of x, y. Y will play with z. We have y, z, or z will play with x, zx. Now we are talking about orders. Here in case of permutation, order matters. Order matters. So here y will play with x, z will play with y, and x will play with z. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 events. 6 events. 3 in the main way and 3 in the reversed way. The total counting is 6. Total counting is 6. Suppose we are given to find the number of permutation. Number of permutation. Some restrictions are there. Some restrictions. Sometimes you will be given 5 digits. Suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you have to form a 3-digit number. 3-digit number using all the digits. So how many numbers we can form? This is restriction. This is restriction. Restriction means what? Out of those 5 digits, you have to use only 3 at a time. So these are the restrictions. And in case of restriction, it may be given then digits are not allowed to repeat. Digits are not allowed to repeat, or digits are allowed to repeat. Digits are not allowed to repeat and digits are allowed to repeat. Let me explain this thing. First, I am giving the idea of permutation. Permutation, when restrictions is observed. When restrictions is observed, in that case we use permutation, or without restriction we use permutation. Means I gave the example that you are given 5 digits. Given 5 digits. 5 digits. It is noted as n is equal to 5. Total number of events is given 5. Now restriction is you have to use only 3 digits to form the number. Means we have to form means 3-digit numbers. Then how many numbers we can find? So number of digits used at a time is 3. So we note this as r is equal to 3. Means total event is noted as n. Events to be used at a time is noted as r. So number of ways, when we find, we write like this: NPR. NPR. This total number, this is used at a time. NPR. And this NPR is noted as, I am giving the idea, factorial n upon factorial n into factorial r into factorial n minus r. Now let's see what is factorial. We read as this. This one is, see, factorial means when a number is written, natural number is written 1 onward, means from very beginning to that extent. Suppose I am writing 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. It means this is factorial 5. Natural number, product of natural numbers is noted as factorial. So this is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 is equal to factorial 5. Or you can write like this: 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 is equal to factorial 5. Means what is factorial? The product of natural numbers. So natural numbers start from 1, so 1 onward. So this is factorial n. N means you will write factorial 5. So starting with 5 and in decreasing order: 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, last number. So if you write factorial n, means n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 and so on into 1. Last number is 1. So this is called factorial. Got it? So we have to write, this is the formula actually, this will not be here. NPR means NPR factorial n upon factorial n minus r. So I gave the idea that 5 digits are there and 3 are used at a time. So its answer is 5p3. So answer is factorial 5 upon factorial 5 minus 3. So factorial 5 means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 upon 2 into 1. Factorial 5 minus 3 is 2. So 2 into 1. This 2 into 1 will go. How many result? 5 for 23 is 60. By 60 ways. By 60 weight. Got it? So this is the method when digits are not allowed to repeat. Means one digit will be used only once. So this way we can count. Now let's see, when digits are allowed to repeat and digits are not allowed to repeat, another method is also there. Here see, total number of digits is 5. Digits used at a time is 3. Now I am giving idea when digits are allowed to repeat, and second case when digits are not allowed to repeat. Two cases. I am giving the simple idea, simple method. See here, we have to form 3-digit number. So in 3-digit number we will have ones, tens and 100 place. And digits are allowed to repeat means the same digit can be used. Suppose you can write 111 or you can write 222. Digits, suppose you are given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this, 5 digits. Or you are given A, B, C, D, E, F like that. So digits are allowed to repeat means we can use the same digit 111, 222, 333, 444, 555, or you can use 2 digit 112, 113, 114, 115, means you are free to repeat. So suppose we have 3 boxes. So suppose you are coming to first box. So how many digits are available with you to fill the first box? means we are having 5 digits. So we can use all 5 digits in 100 place. Now for tens place, again digits, whatever digit you have taken here, again you can use here. So how many ways? We can use it as 5 ways, because the same digit we can use. And the ones place, again all 5 digits are available to write. So in how many ways we can write the number? So simply we multiply these events, and 5 5s are 25, 5s are 125. So 125 numbers we can form using the digits 1 2 3 4 5 and 3 at a time. In that, some repeating digits are there, non-repeating digits are there. Second case, suppose you are given all 5 digits, here ones place, tens place and 100 place. Got it? Now digits are not allowed to repeat, means once you have taken a digit, you will not take again. Means suppose 111, you cannot take. 112, you cannot take, because 1 is repeating. 113, you cannot take. Means any digit cannot be repeated. So how many numbers we can form? Let's fill the box. How many digits we have with us? 5 digits. So any box can be filled first, no problem. Suppose we are starting from hundreds place. So how many digits you have with you? 5 digits. So I have written 5 digits here. Got it? Now that digit in this 5 digit means it may be 1, it may be 2, it may be 3, it may be 4, it may be 5. Any digit may be. Means by 5 ways we can fill this box. Now for tens place, whatever digit you have filled up in 100 place, now you cannot use that. You cannot use that. So one digit you have already used. One digit already you have used. So how many digits are left? 4 digits are left to put here. So we will write 4 digits. 4 digits can be used in this box. Now whatever digit you have used in tens place, now you cannot use in ones place. So one digit here you have used, one digit here you have used. So how many digits are left in ones place? 3 digits. 3 digits. So in how many ways, how many numbers we can form? 5 into 4 into 3 is equal to 60. And I think, remember, I got the result, that was 5p3. In the previous result, 5p3 was 60. So in this way we can count, or in this way we can count. So dear students, today this was just starting the topic. I have given some examples, but before proceeding to the exercise and some more things, you should read your book. You should just go through your book. What I am telling you should, this is sample. Today we have just explained the terms what will we use in the future. Now you go through your book and read something and see whether you are getting all the terms or not. Now in my next lecture I will show some other things and some other ideas of the formula. Got it? Now till then, in today's lecture this much only. I am giving instruction to read your book. Just simply read. You will get many things. Then after that you will be able to understand easily. Thank you very much. God bless you.